2/21, February 21st, 1:05 a.m. I'm going to read Tao, subconscious. Page 40. Subconscious. Heaven and hell are subconscious. That's O-U-R. I want to make sure that's clear. Our subconscious. Meditation opens random glimpsed areas of our subconscious. When that happens, extraordinary thoughts and awareness come to us with seeming spontaneity. We realize truths that were opaque to us before. We perceive events that were previously too distant. But no one ever became superhuman because of meditation. They only opened their own latent potential. Everything is locked inside of us and need only be opened. That is why it is said that heaven is within us. In the same way, the pains and struggles of the past sometimes haunt us with astounding vehemence. Problems and conflicts are difficult to exercise. That's EXORCISE. Although we may practice spirituality and move on new endeavors and relationships, past hurts still come back to our memories and dreams. These are not demons from another world, nor are they karmic manifestations of previous lives. They are the scars in our subconscious. No matter how diligently we try to make progress, there still are pains that curse us day after day. This is why it is said that hell is within us. We ourselves are the battleground for good and evil. There is no need to look beyond our world. Everything to be understood is within us. All that must be transcended, the pains, the scars of the past, is within us. All the power of transcendence is also within us. Tap into it, and you tap into the divine itself. This is Dang Ming Dao 365 Tao, Daily Meditations. That's a powerful line. I mean, yo, that's off the hook up. Now, that's only 5 minutes in. I didn't waste too much time. That's good. So, let's go to resolution. I love the way he pairs these up. So, let's go 41. Resolution. Footsteps in the sand, quickly washed away. The seashore mind. Going to the beach means walking in fresh air, listening to the listening to the sound of the waves, feeling the grit of sand beneath our feet. The narrow ribbon between land and ocean is a perfect place to understand the mind of wisdom. Just as there is a dynamic balance between sand and water, so too is there a dynamic equilibrium between the quiescent and the active sides of our minds. Just as the sand is constantly being washed, so too should we keep our minds free of lingering impressions. We often let thoughts, regrets, and doubts from past activities carry over into the present. This leads us to conflict. Instead of allowing this to happen, we should act without leaving consequences. This requires great thoroughness. Such completeness is challenging, but to succeed is to live perfectly by resolving the problems of each day to our utmost satisfaction. We attain the sublime purity of a beach constantly washed by waves. What do I got in here? 8 minutes? All right, let's sneak in. Now, did I say this right? Sanctity. Every soul is inviolable. Any thought can be pirated. Any thought can be private. The deepest goal is to find sanctity's source. The body may be ravaged and hacked to pieces, but the mind may never be invaded. It is only when we permit others to influence us that our minds may be entered. Evil may thrive on enslaving us physically, emotionally, or mentally, but it can do so only by deception. That is why we must remember the sanctity of our own souls. Our thoughts are private. as long as we are determined, evil cannot sway us. People think that others can read minds or that the gods watch our every movement. No master, no psychic, no god can enter our inner gate if we choose not to let them in. By withdrawing into the sanctity of our souls, we can also know ourselves. This effort cannot be carried forth by others. It can only be accomplished through the self-effort of living and engaging in ongoing contemplation. Only we can enter the most sacred core of our beings and find the secrets of life. Sanctity, page 76, 365 Tao. What I got in there? I got 11 minutes. Can I sneak in Fate 77? Fate, dispel time. And you will dispel fate. Fate is the force that interferes in our lives, wrecking things at the worst moments. Yet, what we call fate has nothing more than the consequence of our own actions. Each time we act, we generate a chain of events that is tied to us completely. The faster we run from these links, the faster they follow us. They cannot be severed. Our every act binds us further. The operative element here is time. The faster we run from the links, the faster they follow us. They cannot be severed. Our every act binds us further. The operative element here is time. The events of the past are the curse. Beginning followers of Tao learn to manipulate the past, present, and future. They learn how the circumstances operate and seek to take advantage of that. More advanced followers of Tao eschew this process of manipulation. They obliterate all regard to past, present, and future as definitions in order to negate the concept of fate. What's that say? Does this say 14? Okay. I'll finish that later. I don't want to run over. But alright, this is therapy for Melanin Man, biological living light, child of the sun, reading Tao to himself, dealing with my fate. I'm still my divine energy, divine in my mind. And it doesn't matter to anybody else. I don't care. Talk to y'all. Good night.